Hello everyone, welcome you all to this session on power IGBTs. What is meant by IGBT? IGBT is insulated gate bipolar transistor. This particular semiconductor device has the advantages of both BJTs as well as MOSFETs. So the features of this power IGBT are: it has high input impedance like a MOSFET. It has low on-state conduction losses like BJT, and it is an voltage control device similar to the MOSFET. So the switching losses and your conduction losses are very less, and it is very faster compared to the BJT, and the switching speed compared to MOSFET it is very less, but compared to BJT it is very fast. So switching speed of IGBT is in between BJT and MOSFET. So the performance of an IGBT is closer to that of a BJT than a MOSFET. That is due to the presence of a P plus substrate. Okay, you have a P plus substrate which is responsible for the minority carrier injection into the N minus layer. So you can observe here, N minus means it is lightly doped, N plus means it is heavily doped. So this is a NPN, this is again an NPN. If you look this is a PNP. So you can treat this IGBT as actually a 4-layer structure, PNPN. Okay, 4-layered structure similar to a thyristor. It can actually act as a latching device also, but it doesn't act as a latching device due to the N plus layer which is present. Okay, and you can observe here there is a gate. Okay, you have emitter and the collector. That P plus substrate acts as a collector. The input terminal is gate with respect to emitter, output terminal is collector with respect to emitter. So you have the junctions over here J1 and J2. So you can treat it as two transistors, that is NPN and PNP. You can see the equivalent circuit here. The MOSFET is treated along with its equivalent transistor, that is PNP and NPN. You have the resistance between the base and emitter, and this is nothing but the, you can, since the gain of the NPN transistor is very low, you can neglect that NPN transistor and you can just consider the PNP transistor for simplification. Coming to the characteristics, the first one is the output characteristics, which is a plot of output voltage VCE and output current IC for different values of the input voltage, which is VGE. And you observe here VGE are all positive. It is no negative or zero. So the characteristics is similar to that of the MOSFET. And coming to the transfer characteristics, it's a plot of IC versus VGE, which is input. It's for a constant output voltage, and you can clearly look here that the threshold is around 4 to 5. This is 4, this is 5. So in between 4 to 5 the current has increased. That means the threshold of your IGBT device is somewhere between 4 and 5. So once the input voltage crosses the threshold, the current increases. Until then it is equal to 0. And next is the switching characteristics of IGBT. So when you apply the gate voltage, as I have already mentioned, it is a voltage control device. If we apply the input voltage at the gate, obviously the gate emitter voltage increases. As your gate emitter voltage increases, the collector current will also increase. So, and when the collector current increases, the output voltage has to fall. So, initially output voltage will be equal to VCC or your supply voltage. Later on it will start decreasing. Once it saturates, it becomes around here, it is shown 0.1 VCE, that is the saturation value, and the output current also remains constant. When you remove the gate signal, what should happen? The output current should become 0, right? So it is reducing and almost becoming equal to 0, whereas the output voltage will increase. Okay, this is how it is. So you don't have again a storage time in this compared to that of the BJT. So MOSFETs and IGBT do not have storage time. So your total on time is the delay during on and the rise time, which is usually taken to be around 90% of the maximum current, and off time is from 100 to 90% and almost 100 to 90% of the output current, and from 90 to 10% you call it as the fault time. So this total club together give you the on time and off time. So this is your on time and this is the off time. So you don't have any storage problems in the case of IGBT. So you will don't have a secondary breakdown phenomenon also compared to BJTs. And most important thing is your BJTs will have a negative temperature coefficient. That means the resistance will decrease when the temperature increases, and the MOSFETs have the positive temperature coefficient. Okay, and when we compare the characteristics of BJT, MOSFET and IGBT, the MOSFETs are used when we need to go for the higher switching speed. Similarly, IGBTs are also preferred compared to that of the MOSFET. So any power converter device, you can have either a power transistor, power MOSFET or power IGBT. Out of these three, power MOSFET and the power IGBTs are the one which is frequently used for most of the applications. Thank you for your patience listening.